And hello and good afternoon and welcome here to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark as OKC Comets baseball is on the air here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with the free iHeart Radio app. Dean Evols here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. The YouTuber, our producer and engineer, back at our 1340 studios today. Comets in El Paso finishing up their series.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Some AAA baseball in the Pacific Coast League coming your way. It's the El Paso Chihuahuas and the Oklahoma City Comets.
Yep, this is the game 9 of 150.
And now,
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Hi, Uncle CJ.
Just about ready to go.
Bobby Miller coming off a tough loss in the series opener.
He's got a lot of ways to approach each hitter in this lineup. But if he only has one or two of those pitches working, the batters
Tyler Wade, 227 average, no homers and 4 RBIs. He's batting left.
It gives you a leg up against the pitcher.
First pitch is called for a strike, and we're underway here at 2:05.
First pitch, 2:05.
Yep, day baseball. Next pitch. That's called for a strike. Beautiful weather here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. It is 64 degrees, clear skies, winds blowing from left field at 10 miles an hour. We have Freddie Ferguson, the home plate umpire, Joe McDonald, Carl Dixon, and Eric Summersgill, the umpires for this afternoon's game. We're wrapping up a 6-game series between Oklahoma City and the El Paso Chihuahuas. And that's called for a strike 3. One away here in the top of the first.
No idea what went wrong for him in that AB.
Forrest Wall.
I'll bring up Forrest Wall.
Digging in for the Chihuahuas, Forrest Wall. No hits in the shutout last night. There's a strike up.
That's called for a strike up high. 161 average, no homers, 3 RBIs for Forrest Wall. He's batting left.
A two-seamer, and he mixes in a slider. 1 out and the base is empty.
Just underway here in the top of the first. That's down low for ball 1. Comets in their home whites. Comets across the front in blue script with the light blue letters and the Comet shooting underneath the Comets logo on the front. Red numbers on the front bottom left, on the front left as that's popped up.
Puts it away for the out.
And there's the second out. Blue numbers on the back. White pants, blue hats and brims, OKC in diagonal letters with the Comet shooting through the letter K on the front.
And here's the first baseman, Yuli Gurriel. Didn't play in
There's Yuri Gurriel.
Should be fresh for this one.
Yeah, Gurriel did not play yesterday. He last played on Friday. Miller's next pitch. That's called for a strike.
Firework on the mound. He's keeping these batters on their toes.
0-2 count. Next pitch from Miller. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and the Chihuahuas go down in order.
End of a half inning of play. No score.
Going to the bottom of the first with no score. This is the series finale. Chihuahuas won the series opener on Tuesday, but has struggled since.
And on the hill in this one, Ryan Burgert.
Ryan Burgert, who won on his start on Tuesday.
Hard to say which pitches he'll be leaning on in this one. But if he can get 3, 4, or even all 5 of them going.
476 average for Jose De Paula. 1 homer, 2 RBIs, batting left. First pitch for Burgert. That's swing and a miss. 2 for 4 with a double last night for Josue.
0-1 now.
Next pitch. Way outside. El Paso in their grays today. El Paso across the front in red scripted letters. Here's the next pitch. That's outside. Red numbers on the back. Black letters on the back. Excuse me. Gray pants, black hats, and brims with the white EP on the front. Next pitch.
That one missed.
That's high for ball 3. Alex Freeland on deck. Next pitch. That's high, ball 4. First walk for the Chihuahuas here today.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Stepping in, Alex Freeland.
Alex Freeland up. First pitch. That's high for a strike. 294 average, 1 homer, 1 RBI, batting left, excuse me.
DePaula takes his lead at first, nobody out.
Yesterday, Emmett Sheehan left the game in the 3rd. Tony Gonsolin, who ended up winning the game as the next pitch is down low for a ball. Gonsolin ended up retiring all 9 batters, including erring a runner he faced in his relief. He ended up getting the win in yesterday's contest. No matter what, Oklahoma City will win the series against the Chihuahuas. As here's a fly ball to left field. This is going to be trouble, but it's going to be caught. I thought it was going to be trouble, but it got caught. And now there's one away here in the bottom of the 1st.
Batting third, the third baseman, David
Bodie now at the plate.
David Bodie, 212 average, no homers, 1 RBI, batting right. First pitch for Ryan Bergert. Way high for ball 1. 0 for 4 with a strikeout last night for David Bodie. El Paso was a swing and a miss for strike 1. El Paso was 4-0 before they lost their four straight against the Comets in this series. Way low, down low in the dirt for ball 2.
Checks on the runner.
Checks on the runner at first. He's safe. Next pitch. Here is a fly ball to left field. That's going to be caught. That's the second out.
Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of...
Ryan Ward, 281 average, no homers and 6 RBIs. He's batting left.
Doing a good job lately to avoid swings and misses, already with 8 hits in the series.
He's got 6 RBIs so far this early in the season. That's down low for ball 1. 5 RBIs in his last 4 games. He's yet to have a home run this season. I know he will this season. As here's and that's fouled away as he swings and fouls it back. Oklahoma City will be back home a week from Tuesday. Their next series, they're heading out on the road against their famous rivals, the Round Rock Express, as that's going to be an out to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on.
We played 1 inning.
Nothing as we head to the 2nd. Sheets, Dugan, and Wilson due up. Emmett Sheehan is going to be out for a few days.
Bad's Theremin Therapy, helping you through life's challenges with the soothing sounds of theremin music.
Why do we have an alien soundboard? Somebody called the aliens. Oh no. Next pitch for Miller. That's a down low for a ball. 481 average, no homers, 5 RBIs for Gavin Sheets. He's batting left. Next pitch for Miller. That's fouled away.
Left-handed batter.
Next pitch.
Goes down.
That's down low for strike 3 on a call.
And here at the plate, Clay Dungan. Definitely scuffling.
Clay Dungan is up.
Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That's outside for ball 1. 226 average, 1 homer, 2 RBIs.
Second inning, no score thus far.
That's the first time Oklahoma City has led in the series since, I want to say, the series opener, if I'm not mistaken. The last several times El Paso has led, they couldn't hold on to the lead. But remember, this is a pitcher's park. This is not like Southwestern University Park in El Paso. That's a hitter-friendly environment. That swung on a miss for strike 2.
Spoils that one. It remains 2-2.
I think that was a bad time to tell me this when I just started streaming a game.
Off the mark there.
That's down low for ball 3.
Set down looking. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Base is empty with 2 out. And now at the plate, Ryan Wilson. Didn't play in last night's game.
Yeah, Ryan Wilson didn't play yesterday. That's fouled away. 231 average, 1 homer, 5 RBIs. He's batting right. He'll give us his stats on what happened to him on Friday, as that's fouled away. 2 for 4 with 2 singles in his last game. That was back on Friday.
It's ball 1.
And low ball 1.
Overthrow by the pitcher. He's not trying to be that far outside the zone on 0-2.
Next pitch for Miller. That's popped up and fouled away.
2 outs, base is empty.
It's either going to be 5 out of 6 or 4 out of 6 for Oklahoma City, as that's fouled away. That's fouled away.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. El Paso down in order.
We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Yep, no score. There you see the look at the nice home hats for Oklahoma City. As it's now 2 in the bottom of the second with no score.
On to the bottom of the second. Digging in for the Comets, Eddie Rosario.
333 average, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. He's batting left.
Swing and a foul.
That's fouled away. 4th round pick in the 2010 draft for Eddie Rosario. The hero on Wednesday, as he hit the first ever grand slam for the season for OKC. That was when Oklahoma City was down to their final 2 strikes, if you guys remember, from Wednesday's contest.
Fastball in for a
That's
strike.
called for a strike. We'll have one more series with El Paso here in Oklahoma City, and then we will meet them in El Paso, Texas.
Got the strikeout.
Called for strike 3.
And quickly 1 away in the second inning.
Yep, 1 away.
Batting 6. The
So up
designated
next,
hitter,
Cody Hosey.
Hosey.
1-0.
Now low for ball 1. 250 average, no homers and RBIs for Cody Hosey. He's batting right.
One and 0. Here's the pitch.
Berger's next pitch. Here's a fly ball to right field. And he will make the catch. 1 away in the 6th.
Batting 7. The catcher, Kelton.
And here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing.
On rushing, 259 average, 2 homers and 5 RBIs. He's batting left. Berger's first pitch.
Out to center.
Swings at a fly ball to center field. Wall is going to be under it. Will make the catch, and the Comets are also down in order. To the 3rd we go. No score. We'll host the Chihuahuas in about a couple of weeks.
Here's the second baseman, Nico Goodrum.
333 average, 2 homers and 5 RBIs for Nico Goodrum.
That one inside.
Batting left as that's outside for ball
I'm not sure
1.
his brain processed that pitch in time.
2 home
There were
runs
some
in his last 3
serious
games
G's
for
inside.
Nico. Next pitch.
Got some
Swing and a
great
miss on a
action from him.
changeup for strike
Changeup.
1. Next pitch. That's fouled away. As the OKC the glove boy picks it up. He made a spectacular catch in last night's game.
And that's a strikeout.
That's called for strike 3.
Batter here in the third.
Almost looked like a ball, but it got him in the strike zone. There's one away in the third.
Sullivan.
And that looked like a ball. That didn't look like a strike to me. I wish there was a challenge system for
Sat
that.
out last night's game, but back in there today.
That's called for a strike. 200 average for Brett Sullivan. No homers and 2 RBIs. Did not play yesterday. We'll see what his stats were from Friday.
And the 0-1 now.
That's high. He was acquired from a trade from the Milwaukee Brewers in 2022. So this is his 3rd year in the Padres organization, as that's outside for ball 2. Next pitch. That's fouled away.
Two-two pitch.
Mm-hmm. Fouled away.
Fouls it away. Top of the third, no score.
That's the ball.
That's ball 3. Kai Murphy on deck. 3-2.
Punches that one away with 2
That's fouled
strikes.
away.
Strikeout looking for the backwards K.
Yep, strike
Picks up the
3.
7th strikeout of the ball game.
2 away in the
He's
third.
gonna be more than a little frustrated when he watches that AB back on video, because that certainly looks like ball 4. After battling like that, so hard to see it end that way. Kai Murphy getting ready to hit.
Down low for a strike. 214 average, no homers and 2 RBIs for Kai Murphy. He's batting left.
We're here in the top half of the third. 2 down and nobody aboard. There's the strike.
Strike 2. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts last night for Kai Murphy.
2 outs and nobody aboard.
Way outside.
On 0-2, raise the hitter's eye level with the high fastball. We might see something low on this next pitch. 1-2 offering.
Next pitch.
Swing
and a miss, strike 3. El Paso down in order.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
Bottom of the inning. No score.
All set for the bottom of the
Leading off,
third. Stepping
the
to the
Chris
plate from
Newell is up.
Oklahoma City, Chris Newell.
Newell.
231 average, no homers and 1 RBI. He's batting left. Down low in the dirt for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Next pitch.
Here's a high
There's a chopper. Over to the pitcher at first, and there's one away in the third.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Austin Gauthier.
Now the
Here we go,
shortstop.
Boston Gauthier, 292 average, no homers and RBIs. He is batting right. First pitch.
The two-seamer
That's
in there.
outside.
That sets up the pitcher to throw him the
0 for
slider
3 with a
away.
couple of
That's a
strikeouts
lot of
last night for
territory he's gotta
Austin
cover at the
Gauthier.
plate.
Next pitch. There's the fly ball to left field. That's back, and that's going to be caught for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Back to the top of the order here.
That's going to be Paula. He walked his first time.
Reached on a walk the first time. Oh, and 1.
Oh, first strike. Hold on.
Slider, and that's such a tough pitch to hit. It takes a very patient approach from the hitter to stay back long enough to put the barrel on it. Strike 2. What confidence to go back-to-back with those sliders. And now the hitter's in an 0-2 count without a clue what's coming next. On the ground. Play made. That ends the inning. Offense held in check here. End of 3. We're all tied, 0-0.
Sorry about that.
The 4th inning with the Chihuahuas at the dish.
I missed the what happened in the third there, so I apologize about that as I hit the wrong deal. So the Comets grounded out, so that means they went down in order, so nothing on the board as we start the 4th. Hold on.
Wade, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2013. Out to short. On to first. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th.
The center fielder, number 27, Forrest Wall.
And now the center fielder, Forrest Wall. Fouled off. He was late.
Out of the way by Forrest Wall.
Pop-up foul on the right side.
That's going to go. Ryan Ward is going to get it. We'll make the catch, and there's 2 away.
That was the one he wanted, but a little early on the swing. When that happens, if your front side flies open, you're likely to get too far under it like he did there. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Yuli Gurriel. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up.
First pitch.
This has been a solid
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
A lot of that is because he keeps pounding the zone like he did with that low fastball. Fouled off down the right side.
This will be his 50th pitch right here for Bobby Miller.
0-2 now. Ball 1 there.
It's outside.
Fights that one away.
That's fouled away. So it was a ground ball and a pop-up.
Good job.
Fouled away. Next pitch.
Got the hitter
Swing and a miss, strike 3. El Paso down in order.
There as he gets them 1-2-3 to the bottom of the 4th inning now. No score.
No score.
Welcome back. The Comets at the dish in the bottom of the 4th.
Alex.
There's a museum here in Oklahoma City that is devoted to nothing but animal bones. Lots of skeletons there. If you're okay with the macabre, it seems like a good time.
1 for 4 with a single for Alex Friedland. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Flew out his first time up.
Popped up. Good draw.
Popped up. Goodrum is going to get it. We'll make the catch, and there's 1 away in the 4th.
Now batting, third baseman, David Bodie.
Now the third baseman,
David Bodie is up.
And the slider
Called
catches
for a
the zone.
strike.
Clearly, he's confident in his breaking ball in this one.
I was going to see what this...
No, that missed.
That's high. Flew out his first time up.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch.
Ball.
It's outside for ball
Oklahoma
2.
City held hitless so far in the game.
Los Angeles Dodgers is taking on as that's fouled away. Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies.
Out of the pitcher's hand. He pulled the trigger pretty late. I'm sure he wants another crack at it. Next one just misses.
That's a
Ball 3. That was well spotted, but he
Count is
couldn't
full.
get the call from the plate umpire. But he's handling it well, and he might get that call later. 1 out and the base is empty. Swings and
There's a fly ball. Deep right field. You can forget it. It is past the bullpens for a home run.
Made them pay for that one. A solo
First home run for David Bodie. And the Comets have a 1-0 lead.
blasted out of the park for the lead, and I am certain the dugout is fired up right now. That was a nice, patient approach in that at-bat. He let some bad pitches go, found one he liked, and didn't miss.
That was a 480 as it went sailing past the bullpens out on left field.
Nobody on with 1 out. Next up for the Comets, Ryan Ward.
Ryan Ward is up. Here's a ground ball to right field for a base hit.
Well, shows what I know right there.
The
I
left
keep
fielder,
preaching the
number
up-the-middle
9,
approach, but
Eddie.
it worked out to the pull side that time.
Rosario.
Really hard contact, and you can get a lot of hits just by hitting the ball hard. 1 gone and a runner on at first. Digging in for the Comets, Eddie Rosario. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 run in the inning so far. Late swing.
That's
to
fouled
the left.
away.
Oh, and 2, here's the pitch. Upstairs.
1 and 2.
Outside ball 1.
And now
That's
it's
a
even
ball.
up. Wasn't a strike, but the changeup away is well located here. He's gunning for that double play. Nice job by the hitter to take it. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fights it off, we'll see.
It's fouled away.
Runner at first, 1 away. Swing and a high fly to left. It's carrying.
It's at the wall and it's caught for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cody Posey.
Next up, the designated hitter, Cody Hosey. Move to first, dives back in safely.
Yep. First pitch is called for a strike.
Grounder left side.
That's fouled away.
Pitch in the
1
dirt.
ball, 2 strikes.
And the
Ball, that's
slider
low.
just misses. Well, he got to the 2-strike count early, but the batter stayed patient, and he didn't chase low and out of the zone. Pitcher might have to try something else to get him. Pitch missed
Ball.
outside, and now it's
Got a full
3-2.
count.
And ball 4,
Take your base.
2 aboard.
Now batting, the catcher, Dalton.
Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Dalton Rushing.
Dalton Rushing is up.
There's a strike.
That's called for a strike. 2 home runs with 4 RBIs.
On at first with 2 away.
That's
Grab, and that's the inning.
but a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left.
Coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
We're back here at the
Leading off
ballpark.
for El
Top
Paso,
5, Ben
the
Gilman here,
designated hitter,
and leading it
Gavin
off, Gavin Sheets.
Sheets.
Hold on, I'll be right back. It's like playing, what's it, girly. I've already ate, so don't worry about me. So, if Brian asks, I already ate. I'm back, everybody. Sorry about that. I had to pack something up for lunch tomorrow at work. Yeah. Excuse me. We'll get back underway in just a second. I had to get my drink. One nothing Oklahoma City here as we start the fifth.
Seems like that
Miller's
was just
first
a good
pitch
bit
is
of framing
outside.
right there. Stole a strike.
First strike.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-2.
Fly ball.
That's
right
foul.
field. Newell.
Newell's going to get it, and there's one away in the fifth.
The batter, the third baseman, Clay Dungan.
Here's the third baseman, Clay Dungan. Struck out looking the first time up.
Nope, ball. 1-0.
And another
No,
ball.
that's out.
Pitch misses.
No ball.
3 balls, no strikes. Pretty unusual seeing him fall behind in the count like this. He could give up his first walk here. On the inside corner for a strike.
3-1.
That one finds the zone.
Yep, 3-2 to count. Miller's next pitch.
Keeps the AB
That's fouled
going
away.
with a foul ball.
Hola, Senor Sean.
Now the payoff pitch. Set down on strikes. Fastball at the letters for strike 3.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Ryan Wilson. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike. Strike 2.
Fine work in this one, just 1 strike away from a 5th shutout frame.
Mm-hmm.
2 outs and nobody aboard. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Great job to lay off that one on 0-2. Those big looping curves are very tempting.
That's outside.
Ball 2. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 2 down and nobody aboard. Went around.
Check swing for a strike.
Not an easy call there.
Down order go El Paso.
So 5 perfect innings in the books. Oklahoma City ahead in this
Halfway
game.
through,
1-0.
Oklahoma City leads at 1-0.
Bottom half of the 5th,
Leading
and the
off,
Comets
the
batting.
right fielder, Chris Newell.
We will take on Senor Sean and the Round Rock Express starting on Tuesday as that first pitch is high. Don't have the start time
Ball.
for
Outside.
our series opener at Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas.
Just off
No,
the
that's
outside
out.
edge. 3-0.
I know we'll have our
That's
live
2
coverage of the
straight
pregame
breaks
shows.
the way
That's
that he's
out,
thrown. He seems to be
as Austin
avoiding
Gauthier is on
challenging this
deck.
hitter. That just
Ball 4,
missed.
take your
Walked the
base.
batter on 4
Ball
pitches.
4.
4-pitch walk there. Good discipline.
Third
by the
walk
batter.
today for the
Coming
Chihuahuas.
strike zone.
Austin.
Next up for the Comets, Austin Gauthier.
Down low for a strike.
Most likely outcome would have been a double play ball. He swings and
There's
fouls.
a foul ball.
Runner at first, nobody out.
Next pitch.
That misses.
Down low.
Now 1-2.
1-2. Ball.
That'll back him up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider ran away for strike 3 there.
Now batting,
Postway
the
Dave
center
Hall
fielder.
digs in now.
Postway, Dave Hall.
That one pulled foul. With his speed coming out of the left-handed batter's box, it could be tough to turn 2 unless they get an especially hard ground ball. And a base hit.
That's a base hit.
Lead runner stops at second.
That's the third hit for Oklahoma City today,
The next
as Alex Freeland's up.
Freeland.
Here's a fly to left.
That's a fly ball to left field, and that's going to be caught, and there's 2 away.
Came away empty from an AB where he had a chance to do damage.
Now
Tough
batting,
break.
third baseman, David Bodie.
David Bodie is
Third
up.
baseman, David Bodie. Picked up an RBI the last time up. Still their only run of the game so far.
Homered his last time up. First pitch is way outside. Flew out in the first.
Here's the 1-0 offering. Late swing,
There's
foul.
a fly ball, and that's going to get
I
foul.
like the decision to swing on that one, but just couldn't square it up.
Burger's on that number. We're going to have 70 pitches, and this is what his 70th pitch will be.
1-1 pitch, foul.
That's fouled away.
First and second, 2 down. Fouls it off, still
That's
1-2.
fouled away.
Spoils the 2-strike offering.
That's
and
fouled
another
away as
coming up.
well.
What an at-bat he's putting together. He's doing a great job of frustrating the pitcher, and that makes a mistake pitch more likely. Here's the 1-2 offering.
Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3.
And that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. 5 innings down. Comets out in front, 1-0.
We have the 6th. 1-0 OKC.
Top of the 6th
Leading
inning.
off
Now
for
it's
El
the
Paso,
second
the
baseman,
second
Nico
baseman,
Goodrum.
Nico Goodrum.
First pitch for Bobby Miller. That's a ground ball to right field for a base hit, so that will end.
The perfect game is no more. The
Yep.
tying run is aboard. I know I was preaching an up-the-middle approach, but that ball was hit right on the screws, and that leads
First
to
hit
a
for the
lot of
Chihuahuas.
base runs, no matter which direction you send it. Brett Sullivan, now at the plate, caught looking the first time up.
First pitch.
That's in there.
Oh, first
0-1.
strike.
This outing has gone well for him so far.
Struck out
and
his
part of
first
that is
time
because
out.
He's thrown better than 70% of his first pitches for strikes. That certainly helps.
Next pitch. That's going to get away, and that's going to be a wild pitch.
That's a wild pitch, and it allows the tying run to move into scoring position. Bounce that breaking ball in the dirt, and that was all the runner needed to scoot from first base up to second. You can't expect your catcher to handle that one well enough to keep the runner chained to the bag at first.
AA Tulsa also
with
playing.
the go-ahead run in the batter's box.
First pitch.
That's a ball.
That's low in the dirt.
But blocked. Nice job behind the dish. That one pushed to the left.
All the way.
Foul. Two now.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Top of the sixth.
There's strikeout, and there's one away in the sixth.
Struck out swinging the first time.
Murphy.
Kai Murphy 3 for 18 so far in this series.
Miller checks the runner. Good room. Dives back in safely.
Mm-hmm. It's outside. Next pitch. Here's a blooper to center field. That's a base hit.
Here comes the throw.
Throw is not in time, and the Chihuahuas will tie the game at 1 on an RBI double, or RBI single for Kai Murphy. We're tied.
Into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average, and with good speed on first, they have some options about how to attack. So digging in.
Now the go-ahead run up. First pitch.
And that drops
Called for a strike.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
This pitch. Way outside. On a slider for ball 2. Or ball 1, excuse me. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. Now the 1-2
Next pitch.
Fouls it back.
Fouled away on the curveball.
The Chihuahuas with the go-ahead run at first.
Next pitch.
Gets a piece.
That's fouled away.
1-2. Here's the pitch. And there's a ball.
That's ball.
2-2.
On the ground, 2 ball. There's one.
One over the first in time for a double play to end the inning.
So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All even at 1 apiece.
Yep, a run on 2 hits, none left. Bottom of the 6th, it is no score.
We're in the bottom of the
Leading
6th.
up,
And now the first baseman, Ryan
Ward.
Such a close game. The next team to score could take all the momentum.
Let's call for a
they
strike.
need. 0-1, here's the pitch.
There's a fly ball to deep right field at the wall, and it's gone. Ryan Ward has hit a home run. And after El Paso ties it up, Ryan Ward hits a solo shot to give Oklahoma City a 2-1 lead.
Moment in this game. That homer might be the most important swing in this one. Not great command on the mound, and with
Yep.
his fastball, that's not a winning formula.
Pow!
To the hitter, he recognized the pitch early and belted it out.
No doubt that was gone.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, looks ready to
That'll be it for Ryan Bergert.
Gives way. Great performance on the mound in this one. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
2-1 Oklahoma City.
Now pitching for
So they
El
turn
Paso.
things over to the righty, Brian
Number
Hoeing,
78.
coming into a game trailing by
Brian
a small margin, and so
Hoeing.
his job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Mid-South Electronic Credit Union. You can bank on them with your business.
Called for a strike for Brian Hoeing. Thought somebody was calling for me, but
That's a ball.
down low.
Action in the bullpen. Sean Reynolds up and throwing.
Sean Reynolds
also throwing.
and Brito in. Remember, Brito took the loss on Wednesday when El Paso had a big lead and it slipped away.
Swings through that one out in front there. That's an outstanding splitter he features. When he tunnels it with his fastball like that, it puts batters in conflict, and that gives the edge to the pitcher. Inside, almost got the hitter.
Yep, inside ball 2. First of 2 meetings here.
Just missed. Nobody on, nobody out. 1 run already across the plate this inning.
Cody Hosey is due up.
And this one
There's a fly ball to deep left field. Caught by the left fielder Wilson to make the catch. One away in the bottom of the 6th.
The designated hitter,
Cody Hosey will hit next.
Hosey.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in.
0-1. No, that's low. Ball.
2-1 Oklahoma City in the 6th.
High in the air.
There's a fly ball to right field. Going to be caught, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Dalton Rushing.
Base is empty with 2 out. And here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. And that one fouled off.
Out of the way.
Oh, not the best.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Fouled away. Double-A Tulsa wrapping up their series against Northwest Arkansas.
Grounds it to short. Way
That's a ground ball over the first. And the 1, 2, 3. Well, in the inning, but Ryan Ward's home run.
Coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game.
Yep.
Now pitching,
Welcome back. We're in the 7th inning.
Michael
and we have a new
Kopech.
pitcher on the mound. Michael Kopech has been very good against lefties.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a
leading off for
one-run
the
ball
Chihuahuas,
game.
the center
Leading
fielder,
off,
number
Forrest Wall.
27, Forrest Wall.
2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Oklahoma City. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Chihuahuas as that's outside for ball 1. Daniel Vols here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Producer and engineer back at our 1340 studios is the YouTuber.
Getting cranked up as well.
1-1. Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
This one popped up. Ward.
That will be caught.
And there's 1 down. Batter probably wants a mulligan after that swing. That one was right down the pipe. The kind of pitch hitters dream about. So up next, Yuli Gurriel. 0 for 2.
Yuri Gurriel. It's called for a strike.
A former first rounder back in 2014.
Gurriel is 1 for 7 against Kopech in his career. Outside.
High fly ball lifted in the air. Right
That's going to be an out for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Gavin.
Next up for the Chihuahuas,
Sheets.
Gavin Sheets. And that one is in for a strike. Really frustrating day for the manager. This offense isn't showing a whole lot right now. Hoping to put the tying run aboard.
Here's a fly ball to deep right field. It's going to go back, and it goes over the stand-up to cancer sign for a solo shot for Sheets. And we're tied at 2. What a home run circus board it's become. So that means neither starter will figure a decision, just like Wednesday.
You're not expecting a pull side homer. What a great swing to send that one out of here. Two away here, nobody on.
So Bobby Miller will figure a no decision tonight.
Just missed.
Side.
That's good pitching to get the high fastball in there for a called strike. Now he's forced the hitter to think about...
That's unfortunate for the Comets here, as we're in the top of the 7th, as that's called for a strike.
Got it.
That's called for strike 3 to end the inning, but El Paso gets a run on a hit. No errors, none left. As it's time to stretch and sing in Oklahoma. Choo-choo.
Now pitching.
We're back, and a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Here's
seventh.
Wandy Peralta.
Peralta facing a left-handed batter, and
Wandy Peralta
this season with an opposing batting average above 300 against lefty hitters.
250 against righties.
Chris Newell.
The right fielder.
Chris Newell, who walked his first time up.
Ball.
First pitch.
And that drops
Called
in
for a strike. Oklahoma City trying to go 5 in a row here. El Paso just trying to get a win to end off what has been a dismal series. They have not won since the series opener on Tuesday. And that's fouled away.
And do it again. This one in the air to
That's a pop-up. Murphy is going to get it. And one away in the 7th.
batting.
Senor Sean will be with me in the VC.
For Oklahoma City, Austin Gauthier. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
So I'm going to strike one.
0-1.
Little chopper.
Out of the way.
Close,
Nope,
but
ball.
called a ball. One out and the base is empty.
This pitch. Swings as a fly ball to left field. Going back to the wall will make the catch. 2 away in the
Now
7th.
batting, the center
Bring up
fielder.
Austin Gauthier.
So 2 down
Or
now.
Josue De Paula, I'm sorry.
Josue De Paula. 1 for 2.
Walked in the first, grounded out in the third, singled in the 5th.
Hee-haw! No balls, 1 strike.
2 outs, base is empty.
Ball.
Outside. Out of the way.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. We're at the end of 7. We're tied in this one, 2-2.
Yep, that's the inning. We go to the 8th, 2-2.
On to the next
Leading
inning.
off for the
Stepping to the
Chihuahuas,
plate for El
the left
Paso,
fielder,
Ryan Wilson.
Wilson.
Hee-haw!
That's an uncharacteristic chase. He usually lays
0-1.
off pitches off the plate like that.
One ball, 1 strike.
Meanwhile, some activity in the bullpen. Brustar Gratterall up and loosening in the pen.
Next pitch.
Swing and a
Swing and a
miss.
miss.
100 miles an hour. He
1-2.
must have been sitting on something off speed. Foul ball, still a 1-2.
That's fouled away.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Freeland
Over to first.
whips it to first.
1 away.
Leadoff batter out here in the 8th.
Now batting, the second baseman, Nico Goodrum.
And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Nico Goodrum. One on the go.
Swing and a miss, strike
Swing and a miss.
one.
Zero balls,
Challenge
1 strike.
fastball to start the AB, and the batter clearly not ready for it. The pitcher shouldn't give him anything off speed in this spot.
That's a fly ball to deep left field. Going back at the wall, and this ball is gone. As El Paso will take the lead on a solo shot by Nico Goodrum. And it's 3-2 Chihuahuas.
And they take the lead. It's 3-2. Well, he saw 2 pitches, swung at both of them, and the second time worked out pretty well. That's a good payoff for the aggressive approach.
Well, for Oklahoma City, this is not going to count as a U Blue because they waited till the 4th to start scoring.
Might have been a
Higgins.
touch late on the heater, but his
That one went
battery was
into the El
excellent.
Paso
He was able to
bullpen
hammer
to
that one
left.
The other way, and that's because of his good swing mechanics. Here comes the skipper, and we're
Like
gonna
I
see a
said, no
pitching
matter
change in this
what,
spot.
Oklahoma City will win the series against El Paso.
One-run game, new pitcher coming on, and we'll be back in a minute.
Now he's going to be on the line for the loss. Unless Oklahoma City ties it up, then that goes null and void.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Luis Garcia. This game is
Hi, 5 people that are watching this game, which I can't believe we're having 5 people watching, but thank you so much for joining us.
Coming up to the dish for El Paso, Brett Sullivan. Sinker gets the
I know Senor Sean's looking forward to our match on Tuesday night against the famous team we love to say, the Round Rock Express. So Comets and E-Train on Tuesday night. Really excited for that. Our first meeting of the season. As yes, I have my boxing gloves on along with David, and Sean has his on. So we're all set for a fun Tuesday night matchup between the Round Rock Express, the AAA parent club of the 2023 champions, the Texas Rangers, 11,400 here at Bricktown Ballpark. It's going to be weird. We're not going to see Sugar Land again until later this season. Of course, Sugar Land wrapping up with Durham. Round Rock's wrapping up with Toledo before they get back to PCL play.
Next one off
it's outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Inside for ball 2.
Changes, a back and forth battle in the late stages of this game.
But it doesn't matter if it's been a back and forth because you wait till the 4th to start scoring. So what difference does that make? Kai Murphy on deck.
Good plate appearance there.
That's ball 4. That's the first walk for Oklahoma City's pitching staff today because they've not allowed a walk through 7, and now they've allowed a walk here in the 8th. That's ground ball. Gonna get the second for 1. Throw to first is not in time, but they'll get the force out at second, so there's now 2 away in the 8th.
Now up Tyler Wade. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Tyler Wade is up. Strikeout looking in the first, groundout in the 4th, double play in the 6th. El Paso's first lead since, I want to say, Thursday or Friday. I can't remember which day it was. But at the time you're watching this on YouTube, which, yes, this is going on YouTube, by the way, you'll know the answer to the question. That's going to end the inning, but El Paso takes the lead. A run on a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left.
Coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
3-2 El Paso as we enter the bottom of the 8th.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Johnny Brito trying to protect this lead.
Johnny Brito, who took the loss on Wednesday, inning and 2/3, 21.6 ERA.
Alex Freeland getting ready to hit.
As Alex Freeland is up.
The lines, they're trying to keep extra bases at bay.
Flew out in the 1st, popped down the 4th, flew out in the 5th. Hold on.
Movement in the bullpen. Tom Cosgrove preparing to come on if needed. The 0-1 offering. Swing and a foul straight back.
Sorry, my new female manager came to my door, so that's why I'm muted. So you don't have to hear my conversations.
2 straight changeups. It's not terribly likely that we'll get a 3rd in a row here.
Oh yeah, my kids are already done with their homework. They're having dinner right now. Of course, Sonica and Bluer won't go to prom until next year. That's called for strike 3. Went away in the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting. Third
David Bodie.
David Bodie.
In this one.
Besides the home run, he flew out in the 1st and struck out in the 5th. It was his solo shot in the 4th that gave Oklahoma City a 1-0 lead. All the runs have been home runs. We've not had a run for an RBI and all that. Other than El Paso. That's fouled away. Yeah.
Now here's the 0-2.
The dinner that my staff made for tonight is actually going to be for my lunch tomorrow. Which actually I need a bigger bag if we have one. For bigger lunch bag. Well, the first and there's 2 away. But I'm not going to tell you what that is. Because if I do, Sean will send me the figures, jail.
That flips to the pitcher covering for the out. That's what they work on all through spring training for plays like that. Digging in for the Comets, Ryan Ward. He's already homered in this ballgame.
Will you cut that out in the VC? Yes, I'm muting the VC, but there you go. Ryan Ward hit a home run. That was back in the 6th. Singled in the 4th, flew out in the 1st.
Chihuahuas holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th.
Oh, man. That's outside. Brito was the one who gave up the grand slam on Wednesday when he took the loss. Which was, by the way, the first grand slam Oklahoma City has hit today, or hit in this series, or in fact this season in general. No matter what, Oklahoma City will still win the series, whether it be 5 out of 6 or 4 out of 6, as that's a fly ball to center field. There's the Chihuahua players under it, and the Comets go down in order. We head to the 9th.
Out front here, 3-2.
3-2 El Paso. Will you cut that out?
Now pitching.
We're back.
I'll quote that later. Edgardo Enriquez. He's the new pitcher for Oklahoma City. This is his 4th appearance, 3 in the 3rd inning, 2.70 ERA.
One-run ball game. Here's the center fielder, Forrest Wall.
Forrest Wall, 0 for 3 here today.
First pitch misses.
That's outside for ball 1.
In the bullpen, Kyle Hurt, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. May also getting ready.
That would be Dustin May. Flew out in the 1st for Forrest Wall, popped out in the 4th and in the 7th to first base.
Here comes the 1-0.
3-2 El Paso lead here in the 9th as that's outside for ball 2. This is a fly ball to left field, heading foul, and it is foul. Next pitch.
Fly ball.
As there's a fly ball, will you cut that out to left field? And there's one away in the 9th.
The first baseman, number 10.
So digging in, Yuli Gurriel.
Ulieski Gurriel. 2 strikeouts on a flyout. For the love of Pete. First pitch for Enriquez. That's outside for ball 1.
One down. Base is empty here in the 9th.
After this game is over, we'll have not just a VC with Senor Sean, but we will have your Comets post-game report. We'll recap the scoring, go over the scoreboard for the International, the PCL, as well as look at the Los Angeles Dodgers series finale against the Phillies and Double-A Tulsa, and get you previewed to Tuesday when Sean and I get ready to do a little boxing match between Oklahoma City and Round Rock Express. I do not know who will be starting for Round Rock, though. I think I know who's starting for Oklahoma City. That swung and a miss for strike 2.
The batter was geared up for the heat, and he still couldn't catch up to it.
Next, as that's a fly ball, but that's going to get foul.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th inning. Still a full count after
There's a fly ball, and that's fouled away. By the way, Tuesday, and that's swinging a miss for strike 3, 2 away in the 9th. It'll be a 12:05 first pitch on Tuesday when OKC takes on the Round Rock Express. So it'll be, quote, lunchtime with Sean and I. Will you cut that out? Orbleski in real life will pitch for Oklahoma City. Do not know who will start for the Chihuahuas in real life. It's called for a strike. I don't know who will start for Oklahoma City in the game on Tuesday. Same with Round Rock, because that swung on a miss for still a 2-2 count.
Misses the zone.
That's outside ball 3. Clay Dungan on deck.
Payoff pitch. Now a fly ball.
That's a fly ball to right field.
And that's the third out.
That's the inning. Nothing for the Chihuahuas. We go to the bottom of the 9th.
5, 6, and 7 hitters will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Chihuahuas out in front, 3-2.
Now,
we're back, and on the mound is the closer, Tom Cosgrove.
You cut that out.
Number 1 this season.
This is his 5th appearance. No record, 4 2/3. 091 against righties, 400 against lefties.
Now the left fielder, Eddie Rosario, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Strong start to the season, putting up some impressive slugging numbers.
Yeah, but he's like 0 for 3 today. Struck out in the 2nd. He flew out in the 4th and in the 6th to left field.
And a strike.
The YouTuber will be starting his season for MLB very soon. We don't know when. I know his lineup will be different than ours, as that swung and fouled away. But, you know, the YouTuber will do his series against Sugarland, whenever that will be. Of course, we will have our series opener on Tuesday against the Round Rock Express, as that's called for a strike 3.
Leadoff hitter retired here in the 9th.
now
He came out of the bullpen
designated
looking
hitter,
sharp.
Cody.
3-pitch strikeout really sets a tone, and the opposing lineup is going to have a hard time keeping him from the save. He's 2 outs away, and now the DH,
Cody Hosey is up 0 for 2 today. Flew out in the 2nd, walked in the 4th, flew out in the 6th. Of course, both flyouts were out to right field. First pitch, down low for a sinker for strike 1. Really looking forward to a good series with the Round Rock Express.
Home team down by 1.
Remember, Scott Hensley is the new coach, as that's a ground ball over the first, barely get him, and now the Comets down to their final out. Dalton Rushing is up, and he needs to get something going here as they're down to their final out here in the 9th. Look at the replay. Oh yeah, he beat him by like a half a foot.
So down to their final out of this one.
Dalton Rushing flew out in the second to center field, lined out to the third baseman in the third, and he grounded out in the sixth. Will you cut that out? First pitch. Here's a ground ball. That's going to be caught. But he can't make the catch, and that's going to be a hit. That's going to be a hit, as he thought he caught it, but he didn't. And now the runner at first is aboard. The tying run is at first. The winning run is at the plate. First pitch. That's called for a strike. What an entertaining game. This is almost a repeat of Wednesday.
Look out. Trying to keep him alive here in the bottom of the ninth.
Trying to force this to extras or, quote, win the game. Next pitch for Cosgrove. Outside, ball 1.
1-1.
3-2 El Paso. Comets down to their final out here in the ninth. Next pitch. Swing and a miss, and now they're down to their final strike.
Looks really hittable out of the hand, but the late movement just makes it dive under the bat.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the game. Comets fall here 3-2, but still will take 4 out of 6 from the Chihuahuas. No runs, a hit, and a runner left in the bottom of the ninth for the Comets. Will you cut that out? Comets wins the series nevertheless. 3-4-0 for the Chihuahuas, 2-5-0 for the Comets. And the Comets' 4-game winning streak is done. As Wendy Peralta gets the win, Michael Kopech the loss. And Musgrove will pick up his first save on the season. That's a tough loss for Oklahoma City, if you ask me. The YouTuber would agree with me on that. Will you cut that out? As there's the solo shot right there from El Paso. So it's been a home run Burgess-Boris. Goodrum's home run's going to be the play of the game, presented by Heartland Flyer. As Tom Musgrove gets his first save on the season. So the Chihuahuas will snap their 4-game losing streak as they win the series opener and series finale, but Oklahoma City will take 4 of 6 as far as that is concerned. As you see, there's the stats there. Nico Goodrum got his 3rd home run on the season. His 6 RBIs. You see the stats there for Oklahoma City. Bobby Miller pitched well. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was a good effort for Bobby Miller. Sadly, we'll figure a no decision, which is a shame. And there's Michael Kopech suffering his first loss on the season. So a tough loss for Oklahoma City. A good series with El Paso. As despite losing this game, Oklahoma City does take 4 out of 6 in the contest. The YouTuber would agree, a disappointing loss. And Oklahoma City will look to bounce back on Tuesday against Sean Hart and the Round Rock Express. That was not where I asked you to go. I wanted to go to save. Thank you very much. Oh, wait a minute. Will you cut that out? And we'll get you a preview of the game on Tuesday, because I'm about to do the Dodgers game privately. So there we go. Here is the rest of the International League and the PCLs. I'm going to make sure this gets saved so that way you guys are happy. Because I will save this after I do the LA Dodgers and whatever. So, yes. All right. All right, so let's go over the rest. That is not the one I was wanting, you derping hyena. Thank you very much. Let's take you through the rest of the international PCL and the PCL organizations. Charlotte beat Norfolk 2-1 in that contest. Winning pitcher was Johnson Heasley. He goes to 1-0. Colden Shelby, without the H, took the loss. He falls to 0-1, his first loss. Asenbarger had an RBI double for the Tide in the contest. Former Red Joey Gallo and Zach DeLuch had the 2 RBIs for the Knights of Charlotte. Durham beat Sugarland 3-2 in the mix of international versus PCL, if you ask me. Eric Fado got the win, his first win on the year. He is 1-0. Stephen Okert got the loss. He falls to 0-1. Quincy Hamilton and Ben Gamble had RBIs for the Space Cowboys. Logan Driscoll had a 2-run homer for the Bulls, and Cooper Kinney also RBI'd for the Bulls in the contest. Rochester beat Lehigh Valley by a score of 5-3. Dason Acosta got his first win. He's 1-0. The loss to Seth Johnson, he falls to 0-1. Oscar Mercedo had a home run for the Iron Pigs, along with 2 RBIs from Buddy Kennedy and Ethan Wilson in the contest. Jack Dunn had a 3-run homer for the Red Wings. Alex Hall also homered for the Red Wings, and a sac RBI for Brady House for Rochester in that contest. Syracuse beat Wilkes-Barre Scranton 3-2. Blake Tidwell got his second win of the year. He proves to 2-0. Reed Garrett picks up the 3rd save on the season. Carlos Carrasito got the loss. He falls to 0-2 as we have Ducks in the booth for whatever reason. Rafael Flores, Braden Shoemaker had RBIs for Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Joey Messi had the only run scored as he hit a 3-run homer for the Mets in the contest. Will you cut that out? Columbus shut out St. Paul 8-0. Winning pitcher Logan Allen, he's 1-1, his first win of the year. Mark Rea took the loss. He falls to 1-1. Only run scored in the contest from the Clippers was 2 3-run homers from Jonathan Rodriguez for the Clippers. P.T. Hairpin and Jake Arncidia had RBIs for the Clippers in the contest. Gwinnett beat Nashville 4-3. As the winning pitcher was Inaldi Paredes, the former Round Rock Express player. He's 1-1, having a good time. Elvis Perguero got his first loss. He falls to 1-1. Jake Bowers hit a 2-run homer for the Sounds. Sac fly by Luis Lara for the Sounds in the contest. Jake Mersnick had a 2-run homer for the Stripes. Connor Capel and Drake Baldwin had RBIs for Gwinnett in the contest. Buffalo shut out Memphis 3-0 at AutoZone Park. Adam Kolfenston got the win and proves to 1-1. Will you cut that out? Uriel Rodriguez picked up his first save on the season. Rodney Munoz got the loss. He falls to 1-1. The only run scored was Stuart Barora's home run for the Bisons. Miles Straw and Josh Rivers also RBI'd for the Bisons. Senor Sean's not going to be happy about this. Toledo beat Round Rock 3-2. Winning pitcher for Toledo was Ty Madden. He gets his first win. Alex Lang got his 5th save on the season. Will you cut that out? Luis Carvello got his first loss. He falls to 0-1. Javier Baez and Thomas... Javier Baez had an RBI, and Tomas Nido had a 2-run homer for the Mud Hens. Kevin Pillar and Justin Foscue had RBIs for the Express in that contest. So both Round Rock and Oklahoma City are looking to get a win to get themselves back in the win column, if you ask me. Will you cut that out? The Battle of the Zachary Taylor series is done, with the I-Cubs beating the Indians 5-1, but Indianapolis wins the series regardless. Chris Flexen got his first win of the year. He is 1-1. The loss to Mike Burrows, he suffers his first loss, falls to 0-1. Jason DeLay had the only home run for the Indianapolis team. Home runs for Owen Cassie, B.J. Murray Jr. had home runs for the I-Cubs. Travis Jaronkowski and Vidal Bujon also had RBIs for the I-Cubs of Iowa. We're going to go down here to Louisville beating Omaha 9-3 at Warner Park. Luis May gets his first win of the year. He's 1-1. Graham Ashcraft got his first save of the season. Nolan Cameron suffered the first loss. He is 0-1. Quincy McCaffrey, former Dodger Edwin Rios, homered for the Bats. Davis Wenzel, Francisco Uberez, and Austin Wynns also had the RBIs for the Bats. Nick Prato, Nick Lofton, and Luca Tresh had the RBIs for the Storm Chasers, the defending International League champions in that contest. As I need to see if we're still live. I think we are still live, as a matter of fact. Yes, we are. Okay. Just want to make sure. And then we're going to go down here to the final one. Don't worry, we'll still take care of the PCL scoreboard. Will you cut that out? Worcester shut out Jacksonville 8-0. Quinn Prester got the win, improves to 1-1. Dax Fullerton got the loss. He falls to 1-1. The only run scored was Abraham Toro, Tyler Miller, and Yaxtynsikin Garcia, who had a 3-run homer for the Red Sox. Von Grissom, Philip Sykes also had RBIs as well for the Red Sox in the contest. Now to the PCL. Sacramento beat Las Vegas 9-6. Sacramento winning pitcher was Carson Seymour. He improves to 1-0. Landon Rupp got his second save of the year. The loss to Jacob Lopez, he falls to 0-1. Home runs for the River Kids was a 3-run homer for Matt Higgin. Brett Ackerbach had a grand slam. Wade Meckler and Jario Permez had RBIs for the River Cats in the contest. Brett Harris had a solo shot for the Aviators. Former Dodger Max Muncy, solo home run. Brendan Malone, CJ Alexander, and Daniel Susak also had RBIs for the Aviators in the contest. Reno beat Tacoma 4-3. Winning pitcher was Kyle Nelson. He's 1-0. The loss to Drew Pomeranz, he falls to 1-1. Kay Marlowe, Mitch Hagner, and Cole Young had RBIs for the Rainiers. Renee Pinto had a 3-run homer, which I believe was a walk-off for the Aces. Ivan Melendez also had an RBI for Reno in the contest. Finally, Albuquerque beat Salt Lake 5-2 at Isotopes Park. Brady Bullock got his first win of the year. He is 1-0. Diego Castillo got his third save on the season. Sean Anderson took the loss. His first loss of the season. He's 0-1. Bryce Teodoso had the only home run for the Bees. Eric Calvarez had an RBI for the Bees. Greg Jones, Austin Nola had 2-run homers apiece for the Isotopes. And Aaron Shudnock also had RBIs for Albuquerque in the contest. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Phillies and sweep them in a scorefest 14-10 as they sweep the Phillies up in Philadelphia. Kirby Yates got his first win of the year. He's 1-0. Jordan Romero got his first loss. He falls to 0-1. Let's look at the box score. And yes, I would have to take the Dodgers and the Phillies to the principal's office, if you ask me. Look at all the RBIs. Only grand slam for Max Muncy of the Dodgers. Not confusing the Max Muncy from the Aviators, just so you all know. Freddie Freeman had 3 RBIs. Shohei Ohtani had 2 RBIs. Teoscar Hernandez, Will Smith, Michael Conforto, Mookie Betts had RBIs for the Dodgers in that contest. For the Phillies, Brandon Marsh hit a grand slam for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, Colby Clemens, and Rafael Marchin had 2 RBIs for the Philadelphia Phillies in the contest. Dodgers, as I said, swept the Phillies. They have now won 6 in a row after getting swept by the Tigers. They head to our nation's capital to take on the Washington Nationals tomorrow night, which we will have our pregame show when we'll talk about what happened to the Dodgers in that game. And we'll also have bonus coverage of Dodgers Nationals on Tuesday when we have our early game. That will be coming up in our nation's capital. Around the Dodgers minor league system, Double-A Tulsa takes 2 out of 3 against Northwest Arkansas 5-3. Jose Hernandez got the win. He's 1-0. Jacob Wallace got his first loss. He's 0-1. Diego Hernandez, Rivertown, homered for the Naturals. Cale Emshoff also had an RBI, sac RBI for the Naturals. John Rhodes, Jesus Gallus had a 2-run homer apiece for those two in the contest, and Noah Miller had an RBI for the Drillers. Drillers will head to Arkansas tomorrow night. That will start at 6 or on Tuesday at 6:05 Central Time. Well, speaking of our game, it is the game that Sean and I love to beat the hell out of each other. It's going to be fun. It's an early start on Tuesday as we take on the Round Rock Express, the AAA parent club of the 2023 World Series champs, the Texas Rangers. In fact, both the Comets and Express's parent clubs won the last two World Series, so that's going to be a fun series. It'll be a 12:05 first pitch. Nick Frasso, who I need to actually see, when was his last start? Nick Frasso, I think I don't know what game it was in. Oh, it was the game against the Chihuahuas that he won. He will be the starter for Oklahoma City. Winston Santos, who I believe did not figure, and I'll have to look it up to see if when was his last start for the Express. He will start for Round Rock. He has no record, a 1.59 earned run average, so he's going to be a dangerous hitter, or a dangerous pitcher these two teams will face. A 12:05 first pitch from beautiful, amazing Dell Diamond in gorgeous Round Rock, Texas. Our live coverage will begin at 11:50 a.m. with Comets on deck. Here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with a free iHeartRadio app. Today it was the it was the El Paso Chihuahuas, I'm getting ahead of myself, who beat the Oklahoma City Comets 3-2, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Chihuahuas, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Comets. Winning pitcher for the Chihuahuas was Wandy Pareta. He's 1-0. He lost to Michael Kopech. He falls to 1-1. El Paso snaps their 4-game losing streak. They improved to 5-4. The Comets are also 5-4 on the season. For our producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back in our beautiful 1340 studios, I'm Daniel Foyle saying good afternoon and good night from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. We'll see you bright and early for brunch time down there in amazing Round Rock, Texas. Thanks as always for joining us. We'll talk to you Tuesday from Round Rock. You've been listening to Comets Baseball presented by Courtyard by Marriott.